So, the Ossidon might have begun a brand new take on creature power level. Up until now, it's been simply health and melee dictating how powerful a tamed creature is in ARK, but the Meta Monkey introduces a reason to level every single stat. Reasons to question, is this really the Titan killer we all expected? Well, before we can test that, we need to tame one, and that alone spells a bit of a challenge. See, up until its latest patch, you could have used tamed dinos, but that's now changed to only allow wild dinos, along with a time extension, but let me back up a minute. Spawning on the centre, Ragnarok and Valguero with a rare chance on a Strayos, noting these to be possibly temporary until Lost Colony gets added, will send you over to the snow biomes of the map you pick. They seem to share the same spawn containers as Utis, so if you aren't finding any, get clearing out those fluffy Rexes and, well, anything you can find in the snow for that matter. As the problem with snow biomes, that there's not only a lot of angry dinos, but a lot of weighty dinos. Once inflicting 40% torpidity using either a long neck or crossbow with trank darts or arrows traditionally, your Ossidon will enter a brief stun animation, allowing you to ride it. Upon doing so, will animate its very own Katamari-ready snowball Bolus, with your task to now roll up its required amount of creatures before the time expires. The amount of creatures required to roll up will depend on the level you're taming, with a max drag weight allowance of up to 300, so anything bigger than a Trike, Direbear or Calico will instantly stop your progress, reducing your taming effectiveness and affinity heavily. On top of that, any creatures bigger than an Ovis can stop you in your tracks if rolling a maxed out Bolus, causing you to get stuck on and also stop your progress. Discounting the initial 5 seconds of starting the Bolus animation, once rolled up, creatures will get ejected every consecutive 5 seconds, so rolling up 5 creatures at once will still take 25 seconds to spit out, though you can roll up a new creature for every one that's ejected. Any creature that pops out also has a roughly 5-second cooldown to pick back up, taking the time to fall out and start walking again. And then you've got a second challenge. Every 10 seconds, your Ossidon will spit out a series of spiked icicles in the direction it's facing, at quite a distance depending on if you're on flat land or, worse, looking downhill. Depending on your level, you'll need to roll your Bolus over at least 50% of these, breaking each icicle to attain the required amount before your 3 minutes are up. Which means you'll need to coordinate a well-rehearsed rotation of rolling up creatures as well as breaking icicles to complete the requirements before your time runs out, to attain 25% taming affinity whilst keeping your perfect taming effectiveness. And that's before you consider the random encounters of any creature above the max drag weight limit, any solid walls or structures around to accidentally run into, any ledges you could drop off or water to roll into, all of which will break your Bolus and ruin your tame. And then you've got to do it all over again 3 more times, all the whilst being mindful of any aggressive wilds that could interfere if the Ossidon attacks them between Bolus rolling stages. Taking everything into account, the region, the creatures and how many can get the Ossidon stuck, whether it's under drag weight or not, there's really no better creature to aim for than penguins. And why? Because they spawn in high volumes, are small enough to roll over, and tend to spawn well away from most other creatures on their respective maps. But first, you'll want to prepare a mass army of Kairuku in your planned location, and those two things are very important. Location is paramount. Looking to use a nice flat big area with at least one big natural ramp to aim your icicles at, because gravity will mean your icicles travel a lot less further than shooting across flat or lower down terrain, and especially big to not end up shooting icicles at walls, which can become a pain to attempt to break without breaking your Bolus on the wall. Amassing your wild penguins in one location can become tedious depending on where you are. You could pick them up one at a time, but hopefully you've chosen a location nearby to allow you to consume rare flowers, which will aggro all nearby wilds, and yes, including your penguins, to your planned location. To state the obvious, any and all aggressive wilds in the area will need to be dealt with. Kill them by any means and make sure your penguins are all safe and ready for your Ossidon. Bringing over your Ossidon, you'll want to make sure it's close to 50% torpor before you start taming. You don't want to lose them penguins before it's begun, right? And upon mounting it, you'll once again eat those rare flowers to aggro all penguins to you at all times, allowing your focus to be on the repetition of the process than hunting the wilds you need. speed. Going back and forth, collecting up Kairuku, looking at your map, rolling your Bolus over 3 or 4 before rolling back down to ready yourself to look at the ramp once again whilst collecting those aggroed penguins. And upon hitting that 25% and automatically dismounting, you'll want to get back up in the air, with the preferred method being a griffin, to quickly keep the aggro of the Ossidon and attempt to lure it away from the Kairuku to once again inflict 50% torpidity. If, however, your Ossidon kills a bunch, and it may likely will, or new wilds turn up, don't panic. Once you've attained your initial 25%, you've got all the time in the world to reset your taming area and kill any new wilds for the Ossidon to hit and refill its health. As long as the Ossidon doesn't die, nothing that attacks it will ruin that taming effectiveness, so keep calm, keep cool, and take the time you need to prepare for round 2. If you just missed that requirement, and with up to 50 Icicles and 20 on a max 150, it's possible. Don't worry too much, you can make it up in the 4th round, as each stage actually tames at 25.1%, but yeah, you can't really make too many mistakes. You can of course freeball this, excuse the pun, and just go to town in any location you find one, and at least for lower levels this may work fine with that 3-minute timer, but if you want to guarantee a max 150 perfect tame, you'll need to control your space. Now, the fun stuff. Saddling up an Ossidon, you'll need to be level 76 and cough up a small amount of metal, but to really see how powerful one is, we're going to need a much better saddle than primitive. And at the time of writing, Valguero and Center Supply crates and Ragnarok Cave crates are the only way to obtain these at the moment, though I'd expect that to change, offering up to max 124 armor unofficial. Since its recent patch, you'll find a base 1430 health and 125.8 melee. In comparison, a Rex kicks out the same base melee but 1100 health. Attacking, however, you'll find a Rex bite to inflict 78 damage at level 1, 156 per second, and the Ossidon throws out a slightly slower attack with a 2-3 combo, swiping with the left, then the right with 119 per hit, followed by a clap of 239, and works out to 239 damage per second. However, you'll notice a new monstrous affection buff when riding that stacks for as long as you're riding it, increasing at 0.5% with each stack up to 20 maximum stacks, carrying an increased 262 base damage per second. But worth noting, this additional damage only applies whilst ridden, if it wasn't obvious. With 2 more extra attacks up its sleeve, just like its taming process, the Ossidon can shoot out Icicle Rain, inflicting a frostbite debuff to anything that walks in range for any icicles of 5 damage per second for 10 seconds, as well as slowing their movement speed, continuing to inflict frostbite should your target still be within an icicle's range. And just like Taming 2 can roll up a Bolus ball to inflict a base level 1 169 damage upon making contact with anything, and depending on the level of your Ossidon, can also pick up creatures too, up to a maximum of 2 at level 1 with a base 100 creature size allowed, so pretty much only compies initially, but both of which, as well as everything, you can level. And if doing both, we'll find any icicles rolled over and broken to add an additional 2.5% damage, up to a maximum of 150% damage to your Bolus explosion. Worth noting too, just like a Rex can inflict damage on smaller dinos when running, though you've got to be pretty accurate with those hands or feet, but kicking out 59 per flick. And speaking of running, that's where the Ossidon easily initially shines. With a fluid, weighty pass of each ground pound, the Metal Monkey really starts to shift, turning on the spot with its omnidirection and able to jump a fair distance and height at command, increased to run faster by 0.5% per monstrous affection stack, which applies to all stats, not just melee and speed, increasing all by 0.5% per stack to that max 20 multiplier. Not forgetting one more animated bite attack of the same base melee if submerged in water, a much slower but unique take, seeing that it needs its arms and legs to waddle back to shore. But before you start leveling that melee and health, you might want to consider what you plan to use it for, because unlike most creatures, every stat does something different. In fact, you'll get more per level, with health offering 77.2 with each at level 1, as opposed to a Rex's 59.5 per each. But leveling just that, you might notice a sizable difference, as health not only increases its overall size, but number of victims allowed in its Bolus. Stamina, when leveled, its overall head crest size and duration of its Bolus. Oxygen grows its fur out to be even longer, as well as how far it can fire its icicles. Food its stomach size and how many icicles it can fire, weight, its muscle size and maximum drag weight its bolus can absorb, and melee increasing its claw size with a possible slight extended reach. The levelling of everything, however, well, until Lost Colony offers some hurdles, as until then you sadly can't breed them, so until that map arrives your only options are to clone and then babyfy through the Mega Lap. Still allowing that mate boost, but essentially preventing mutations until then, with you searching for the best possible role in the stats that you want. When pushing all stats to those max 255 points allowed in each, the scale of these creatures transforms tenfold to those lower levels, but not forgetting the extra 10% with Monstrous Affection. But taking into account official cap level of 450, having everything maxed out just won't be possible for most players, so we'll be looking at what we can do with high rolls and levels in specific stats. To break it down, there looks to be 3 roles we want to test: a bolus rolling, creature controlling, swallowing build, a icicle firing, frenzy slow debuffing build, and the run-of-the-mill tanky fighter build. With the first 2 feeling situational, the wonder here really is what situations? So first up, how big of a creature can a maxed bolus pick up? We've got 2 Ossidons here with their stats more favourable in characteristics that are going to help to increase our bolus game. So this one over here that we've nicknamed Bolus Drag, we're going to focus on levelling weight only. Pumping that up to see how far we can push that drag weight limit, and we'll leave that on 60 points put into weight at this point, just in case. And this one over here is more of an all-rounder between the two, so we're going to level both health and weight. Put in 30 points into health and 30 points into weight, and leave it at that initially to see how far that travels. So first off, big weight drag limit. We can see an absorb size limit at the moment of 252, assuming that is the drag weight limit we can push to right now. Looking for much bigger creatures such as what we've got over here. And assuming, yeah, a Diplo cannot be picked up right now. With an absorb size limit of 252 with these points in, once it's hit the bar, because we have to make sure that bar fills up before we can roll up anything, we should be able to roll up a Stego. And we can, cool. So it is definitely based on drag weight. But Therizino's can be picked up too. And hey, why not pick up a Trike? Oh, not a Trike, because a Trike has 300 drag weight limit. But that initial explosion definitely kicking out some serious numbers. Okay, let's pump up that weight even more. Pushing it now up to 80 points in melee with the base 49, giving us 129 points in weight. And turns out if putting all 88 levels into weight, there's actually a cap of 252 that won't go any bigger. Which means Trikes, even though you can use these to tame an Ossidon, are completely out of the question. And then of course, with anything picked up, we can shoot out spikes, roll over these to increase our extra damage. So if we can reach that magic 150 before the end is up, we're going to do maximum damage, maximum bolus damage to these. Not bad, 800. So what's the minimum entry for that 252 drag weight? So this one here that we leveled earlier has 30 points in weight, as well as a higher health count as well, because I thought let's balance it out, equaling 53 points in weight. And we can see an absorb size limit of 223, so there is definitely a limit on how far you can push this bolus up. Gigas, like big stuff, right? Like this Diplodocus. That's kind of what I was expecting. I was hoping when we pushed the bolus limit we'd be able to pick up literally anything and everything we wanted. We can of course increase how many creatures we can pick up by pumping health, and we can already see with imprint, with a base 44 and 46 points put into health, that health is looking pretty chunky. We're just putting the rest into stamina to see how well this fares now. So with a combined 102 points into health, we've now got the ability to pick up to 6 creatures for this bolus to run for quite a much longer time, but not enough to pick up a galley. I feel like this was meant for greater things, this bolus. I really do. But we'll do pure health on this just to see how far we can stretch that health as well, to see how tanky these can be as well. So putting all 88 points into health sees 100k health That's pretty damn good. Way above a Rex. Bonus limit is still 6. That is the cap. 6 is your cap right now. It does make me wonder whether perhaps it's related to Lost Colony and the NPC raids that are coming, that the intention is for you to use a bolus against NPC enemies, which I would imagine would be a low drag weight. If you can't pick up bigger than a trike, even though you can do that during taming, the bolus is pretty ineffective. Okay, even with a stacked plus 20 monstrous affection, the bonus count hasn't changed at all. It's still on 6. If we were to mutate its health, of course we won't be able to do this until we can breed these on Lost Colony, but let's put in another 3 mutations. And crowing and uncrowing did make a difference. Okay, so there seems to be some form of a bug there, and it does seem you can increase the bonus count, but it is seemingly more tied to the base health. Though the leveled health will grant you an additional bonus count, its base health has a massive effect on how many you can bonus up. So 25 mutations, still 7. But in comparison, let's put the same amount of mutations, 25 mutations, onto the 45 or 46 health one instead. Noting, of course, it's already got 88 levels into health on top. Worth noting, holy hell, with 50 mutations into health and obviously all 88 levels, which is phenomenal. We're looking at 200k health on these bad boys. And there we go. Base health stat really makes all the difference on how much you can bowler up. Which does have me wondering, based on that, if we were to mutate weight, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we put 25 mutations into weight, would we see an increase on that bowler size? Yes, we do. We see a new absorb size limit of 250. Put the same amount of mutations into this one that has 49 points into weight. So this now has 50 mutations into weight, but hasn't been leveled, so it's on 202. So let's babyfy this and reset it. Putting all 88 levels into drag weight. And we have found an increase in the absorb size limit. Wow, wow, wow. This is why breeding has been disabled. We found you out, Wildcard. We found you out. We are now on an absorb size limit of 327. So let's see if we can find an Ossidon with over 50 points in weight and then offer those same insane amount of mutations. We've got here a 52 weight Ossidon that has an initial absorb size limit of 208. All 88 points into weight. We find a max absorb size limit of 258. However, if we mutate that weight and we put 25 mutations into weight now, we now find an absorb size limit of 333. If we mutate that weight even more and put another 25 mutations into it, another 50 mutations into weight, we're still on that 333. So let's see if we can push it up to that holy grail number, which does exist. The magic 60, right? We've got an Ossidon here with 60 points into weight now, that when rolling up our bolus sees an absorb size limit of that 225 that we thought was the original max. However, and then we do our bolus now, we see an absorb size limit of 300. Now, if we level that weight, we see that absorb size limit pushed up to 311. There we go, to the very least, to roll up nothing because you got to wait for that timer. Always remember to do that. So, an Ossidon with 60 points in weight, the magic number. It's out there, it's rare, but it can be done. We're looking at an absorb size limit of 225. 5 mutations into weight, that increases to 262. Another 5 increases that absorb size limit to 300. Another 10 increases that to 300. Another 10 sees us capped at 300. And another 10, just for argument's sake, still sees that cap of 300. So let's try that again to find the capped amount of mutations available to push that drag weight limit up. So, adding another 5 mutations already sees us hit that cap. However, if we now level our weight, we'll go up in increments of 5. And each time we're going to ball and re-roll, because it does seem a little bit buggy if you don't ball and re-roll. We see that absorb size limit go up to 305, putting 5 more points into weight. We're now doing 311, another 5 points, 317, 322, 328, 334, 339. It's still going up as long as we're leveling it now. 345, come on, please. Another 5 points. Oh, that's the 350. Okay, that puts a few creatures into the category now. Can we push this even further? And that's it. That's the limit. Interesting. Super interesting, that. So there's some math based on your original base melee and your mutations and the added levels that increases that base initial drag weight. This seemed to cap us with 60 base, 20 mutations, and 45 levels in weight. So that should now allow us to absorb Gachas and Gigantoraptors. Let's find out. No. A Gacha's drag weight should be exactly 350. Let's try that Gigantoraptor. Okay. No. So despite us definitely hitting the weight required, it won't let us. And let's be honest, a base 60 weight is rare. It's rare, you know. It's going to be one of those gold stats that you come across once in ARK ever on one creature, playing it for as long as you have. Because I have, same as me. I've rarely ever seen 60. We should be able to pick up Dinosuchuses, Stegos, which is hilarious. Look at that. Look at that, dude. That's possible. Now you've got a rolling Gigabyter. But that's a lot of work to have that. That's a lot of work to get that. Now, if we increase the melee on an Ossidon, would that apply to the Bolus to do more damage? In fact, let's do it at 49 first and smack it off the Serato here. We're doing a nice cheeky 1k damage there. Pumping that melee up even more. We're now pumping out 1500, almost 1500 melee with one of them. So if we were to put every single point into melee and then proceed to get that 150 damage on top. 3,298 from a Bolus attack. 49 base melee Ossidon with all 88 points into that and discounting mutations for the moment. That's nice. When you consider just you can get the same amount of hit points in 2 swipes rather than putting all the time to build up a Bolus, I don't think it's worth all the effort for that double damage to inflict on creatures you otherwise would swipe anyway. For argument's sake, and the reason why I thought this might be a great feature was OSDs. But let's do it anyway. I guess we're going to run into a problem straight away because anything and everything... Oh, great. Even including the shield will be a problem. And I'm pretty sure I just did damage the shield. And with the cooldown as well, I'm trying to get away, but come on, kid. Spinos are definitely out the question. Wyverns are definitely out the question. There's nothing here I can roll up. It doesn't make OSDs worth doing at all. I can see possibly having some PvP advantages, but I'm not seeing the bonus of an OS. Yeah, I'm just not seeing it. I mean, here we go. We're gonna instantly. Oh, we just hit nothing. I don't even know what we hit then. Nah, this is a big nope. There's nothing here we can use a Bolus on. Tech Cave, on the other hand, it doesn't fit through the tech door. Okay, well at the very least, we should be able to uncryo it inside the door. Yeah, there we go. Surprising really when you consider you can get a car down here and picking up whatever we want en route. Apart from Rexes and Uses. Kind of funny. We are doing this on Gamma, so obviously we've got the ability to jump and bypass plenty of things, which is probably useful to us. But not the hope I was going for with this, to be honest. I was hoping to, like, just roll through, snatch up things en route. I mean, you know, as long as we don't run into Uses and Rexes, fun times. But the fact is, they do live here. There's one there. Can we get Megalos? Oh, we can't even pick up the Megalos. Yeah, this is... Nah, this is a no. This is a big no. Okay. And that's about as far as I can think what a Bolus could be useful for. I've got to imagine that Wildcard's intention is for later maps. For Lost Colony, I imagine possibly even Master Controller Arena. But Lost Colony, NPC raids, it has to be related to that. And that's the Bolus. That took a minute. So, an Icicle build. I've honestly got less of an expectation with these because of how limiting the damage is. This one here being favourable with base stats surrounding Icicles. In particular, its oxygen stat is 40, allowing us to fire them further. But more importantly, its food stat allows us to apparently fire more than we can. Very simple jobby of just holding right click, aiming where you want to aim. And you know, with that distance, it can go pretty far. Launching your 12. Quite a fair distance away. And, of course, inflicting that freezing debuff that's apparently slowing down creatures. It is a Gallimimus, to be fair. And a little cheeky bit of 5 tick damage over 10 seconds, providing anything stays in there. There's a little Fionia that's joined the crew as well. But what I'm curious about is with this, how many Icicles can you shoot at once? So, it's 88, granting us 17 to shoot now. Again, that pretty sizable difference. To be honest, I'm curious as to why you would... Oh, wow, that's raining Icicles. Look at that. To be fair, that's quite a joyous sight to see. Let's see how far we can push that then. That's kind of cool. All of which, by the way, if you don't know, all have their own health bar. They can be broken, of course, but not by us, by other creatures. Still C17. I bet that's related to this, isn't it? We've now got 24 to shoot with mutated food. Let's have a look at this. That's a heck of a lot of Icicles. Alright, so a 60 food Ossidon. It's crazy, isn't it? I'm really hoping this makes some difference. It's initially 15. If we then pump that food, and only that food. If we now add some food mutations, we're seeing 23. Curious if we can push further. Another 10 sees us hitting 27. Gotta create some absolute rain, right? Make it rain. Make it rain a world of ice surrounding anything in its path. That's some circumference, man. Look at that. And yeah, you know, the tick damage ain't great. I am noticing here, though, however, it's doing 7 damage a tick rather than 5. Why is that? And I think it does definitely have some PvP value once again. OSDs, yeah, why not, right? Slow down creatures coming your way. I'm getting a bit excited about testing these out in all their forms because it feels like that's needed to be in conjunction. Like, you get a few with the AI ability turned on, allow them to shoot their Icicles, why not? It slows stuff in their path. But maybe another intention for PvE raids on Lost Colony. Possibly. It's a giant amount of space. And again, obviously, this is only right now attainable through mutations. Okay, so the real test. This is what you've all been here for, really, right? We've got 2 Ossidons, a mate pair. One doing pretty well in melee with 49 melee. That's our best one available to us. And over here, we found an insane 58 health Ossidon over here. So, this is the plan. This is going to be our fighter with 49 feeling like something most people can attain with a little bit of work. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of work getting 58 health. As you'll already see, we've already pumped that melee, giving us a max 1200 damage there. Feeling like 88 points is possibly unattainable to most. And you know what? I was going to nerf this down to like something that's a considerable amount, something you're going to actually get normally out there. But this is literally a video about how powerful these are, right? So why wouldn't we test it out with all the points into melee? Yeah, makes sense. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pump this one in pure health. So we've got tanky Ossidons and fighter Ossidons. So we can use these to tank with, holy crap, over 100k health with all 88 points. 124k health if you can put all 88 points into, well, yeah, a possibly unreasonable base health stat. 58 is pretty up there, but good grief. Even so, when the mutators start coming along, that won't take it long at all. Obviously having the 2 because of mate boost. Let's go for a little run. Without mate boost, we're kicking out 1500. With mate boost, very nice. Oh, it feels fun. Yeah, chewing. Absolutely. Whoa, whoa, 4k? That's very nice. That's kicking out some solid melee. Or Berserk Raptor, as it's known on Australias. I think it's even known as that. Ah, clapping. Ah, didn't even need you, mate. Not a problem. Raasclark, the equivalent of a Berserk or Alpha Carno. Yeah. Doddle. I mean, look at the numbers. Doddle. Doddle. Big boy Alpha Rex! Oh, it's a fun fight to see, ain't it? It is. The way these things move. Absolutely. We'll shoot down some icicles as well. Why not rain down some icicle damage as well? Keep it cold, keep it chill. But holy crap, man. I mean, it's fighting back, but it's going to do it no good with these solid saddles that we've got on. It's a 140 as well, mate. No problem. Karka! Obviously can be a bit dangerous. So let's slow it down. Let's send our boy onto it and try and get behind him. So let the tank do the work. Keep behind it. And yeah, this is fun. Oh, it just looks great. It just looks like a fun fight. Obviously, yeah. You know, if you've got your own Giga or Karka. But you can't deny these look fun to fight. Certainly not melting anytime soon. But doing a stand-up job. Can't even get close to it. That 4k on the wallop is phenomenal. Oh yeah. And Giga, something, yep, that's exactly what I'm feeling about running against this thing. Oh, I love that. I love that the AI is working great. We'll slow it down now and we'll keep behind it. We'll try and keep behind it. Didn't do very well at all there. Let's let the tank do the work. Let's get him from the rear. It's still me in the wrong place at the wrong time there. But, you know what? Gotta say, they're doing the work. They're putting it in. I mean, a giga's a giga. It bleeds like hell. And now it's all bushing. It's a bush party. But that is down and out. A lower level nonetheless, and certainly doing some damage. Of course, the saddles definitely helped us out there. The damage we're kicking out is truly phenomenal. That... Oh, yeah. Next test. You'll notice an initial issue. Getting your Ossidons near your obelisk or transmitter makes it look like some crazy Spartan formation. Look at the spikes. Look at this. These are all TPing in, and apparently they do TP. We've also got a Uti in there somewhere that's going to be buffing us, but I've got no idea where that is. Oh, there it is there. I can't even find the Uti, man. There's the Uti. There's the Uti, right. Get the Uti on Courage Roar. Beautiful. Don't know how we managed to do that, but we did. We'll get one of the melee Ossidons, because we're definitely doing this. I'm getting a one ourselves. And back up, kids. Let's do this. Oh, that's right. I'm going to roar back at you. And then run. Flippin' egg. Go, go, go. No, no, no. Go back, go back. Oh, my God. No, no, no. Fail. Oh, my God. Well, we're fighting here, it seems. Everyone into this side. There is no... I can't even get close to it. Yeah, this is... this is quite a sight to see, you know. Yeah. They tower over the monkey. Monkey be scared. And I don't blame him. Look at this. Just trying to get involved. I'm a bit worried we got some precariously on the ledge here. Oh my God, they're so close. That is precarious. Look at the cluster! People just chilling back and not able to do a thing right now. Oh, and he's done. Monkey ruined. Oh, that was fun. I got a few over here that got stuck, I think. Didn't know what to do with themselves. Yeah, we got licks. We definitely got some licks. But there's plenty back here that... Oh, there we go. We got a few back here that definitely took some damage. But that's, I guess, some good news about them, because there's so many. There's no way the boss can get round to all of them. There's pros and cons with this. Big and bulky. Looks fun. Is it fun? Definitely. Here's the fun one. Now, ideally, I want to try and get a few. There we go. My God. Would you look at that? Oh, wow. Wow. The Broodmother. Absolutely squashed by these. I'm going to throw in a little icicle rain dance as well. Why not? Oh, but there's one dead. I'll take it back. I'll take it back. The confidence has dissipated. Oh, but this is great fun. Oh my God. The Brood doesn't even know where to look. Surrounded. I got two over there. Or one just doesn't know what to do with himself. Oh, wow. And done in very, very quick time. Without a doubt. Jeez. What is going on with you? Why didn't you get stuck in? Do you know, I forgot to put on AR attacks. We'll have that now. We'll put on the AR attacks. Because the next creature is definitely going to be a game of fire and ice, isn't it? Take a lick. Oh, we're happy about that. Back up, man. Oh, oh, wait for it. Here we go. Here we go. Holy crap. And the dragon just destroyed all those icicles. Right, let's get him round. Get him all round it. And get stuck in. Oh my God. Ear shattering. The dragon doesn't know where to turn. But it is biting. All for a lot. What the hell is that? 56. Oh, I bet that's the Icicles. But doing fantastic damage on the dragon here. That burn is hurting though. We're gonna see some casualties very, very quickly. I'm just hoping we can outpace it in damage before the end. Noticing I've got a -6. I'm a rider buff. What the hell is that? Well, that is 2 dead. That's the Uti dead. But down to a 3rd health, which is pretty solid. But this is the... Oh, there's another one. This is the dragon after all. We know what to expect when it's carnivores. And here we go. Here we go. Here's the boy. Wait for it. Wait for it. Hold. And get behind him. Really get behind. Oh my god. And it is just the melee dudes left. However, we might just get away with this. But I think we've got it. It's going to be close. That burn damage, just a ferocious amount. We're going to stay into our last 2. We might not. We might not after all. Quickly shoot some icicles. That is extinguishing nothing. I'm stuck underneath it as well, which is a real problem for me. Oof, oof. Oh, down to the last one. Look at that. Down to the wire. With nothing left to my name apart from water grenades. That's it. That is it. That's so close. You can come to doing the dragon with, you know, pretty boss Ossidons. It was expected. Next up, Mr. Manticore. Just looking at monkey arse this entire time. I don't know how this is going to work. Hopefully we can jump him. Oh my god, look at the spikes! Yo! Look at the rain! Oh, that is cool. Oh, the roar! But they don't know what to do with themselves. They're all just watching with intent. I guess they're waiting for it to land. Oh, but wait no more! Surround it! Oh, can we lock it in from flying away, please? Oh, there it is, and we're on. Everyone's pulling up. I wish I could get there. I can't. I'm stuck in monkey ass. I can't even get close to this thing. And it is just a waiting game, isn't it? It is just a waiting game. Like many land creatures, just chilling, waiting for the dude to land. And there it is. And there it is. You done messed up, AA Ron. You done messed up. Crazy to see this minus going on. Oh, that is great to see. Oh my god, look at the carnage. I'm getting a bit of a heat stroke, but it won't matter for too long. That Manticore is looking super OP. Everyone just slugging it out. And there he is. Oh! Manticore got away. But never mind. It did the thing. It did the thing. Oh, dead. Oh, there we go. Manticore. Definitely a fun fight to do with these. If you was wondering and hoping to fight these on Aberration, I expected this. Yeah, no. Ossidon, not Aberration. Rockwell not ready for Ossidon on this map. Maybe on a later map. So, straight on to the next one. Which moves us on to Nunatak on Ragnarok because, you know, ice against ice. Gotta be worth the squeeze, right? Again, looking at monkey ass. Can't see nothing. Apart from lots of that. Looks like we're going to be pulling out. Hopefully the squad are coming. Oh, here they come. Here they come. Oh, wow. Come on down on attack. Let's see if you're a good, pleasant snack. Oh, and the squad rollouts. Holy hell. dwarfing Nunatak. Oh, wow. Some great damage kicking out there. Absolutely. Look at that. Oh, without a doubt. Already chickened out. The fact it's coming down is great. Getting us a few licks. If everyone was riding these. Oh, we're doing some serious carnage. Oh, we've had a casualty though. That could be a cause for concern, a little bit. But they're all coming in. A second one's dead now. But now he's super low. Meaning we can all get stuck in, I think. Oh yeah, that's great. This is something you won't find with any other creature. Nunatak is that low now we can hit it. Even though it hasn't landed. Yeah, we're getting some cheeky licks in. But our low melee Ossidons are not looking too hot. Not at all. Alright, we're going to hang back here, I think. Try and get around him. Well, this might be just in time. Just in the nick of time. Oh, that's another melee. Bill dies. I feel like I'm the only one on the last one there. With worms on me. Nunatak just looking dead in my face. If I can just get close enough to clap it. This should be it. And that is it! Ooh! A much tighter fight than I thought it was going to be kicking off. How much health have we had? Woo! Woo! Yeah, that was close. Next up, Grendel! And I think we know how this one's going to play out because brute force is not the way when it comes to Grendel, but yeah, no. How powerful. Gonna be tested. Say a big RIP to all of these. But there he is, the big meaty himself. And there's that bleed infliction, which is gonna hurt a heck of a lot. But some great initial damage, which, you know, gives me a little bit of confidence. This is gonna be the problem right here. This is gonna be the problem. I forgot all about this. Run. Oh, every time they come in, that bleed is going to absolutely rain death. Oh, and no one home to help. Oh, that does suck. But here come the cavalry. Yeah, that bleed just hurt something rotten. In fact, didn't even know there was fire damage to come as well. In the hope we can just brute force our way through. And you know what? I mean, we're at half health. It's possible. I didn't think it would be. Oh, and it's straight out. I think that kind of sucks. The stamina and limited time I had to get to that really sucked. And that's going to be a whole wave of Dino bleed and dirty vultures. Missed. But at least he's back. Really need the cavalry. There we go, hammer on. Oh, and another melee Ossidon's dead. With flames all around us. Maybe we can do this. I felt like we had way more than this. Is this it? And unfortunately for us, we're stuck right in the heart of this. That's another 2 gone. Looks like we're down to mostly the tanks now. Unfortunately, we're going to face the brunt of this. Oh, and we might just about hold on. Although I could do with probably switching Ossidons if I want to survive. Oh, there it is. That's dead. That's death right there. And this is it, really. If we can't kill it now, I don't think we're going to. Oh, and that's that dead. On foot, not good. Bloody hell. I don't even know how we're alive right now. Oh my god, yeah, we're dead. We're so dead. Yeah, everyone's dead. We're on foot. That was the last one. That's it. And that's it. That's a rip. Grendel. No. And next up, Thodes the Widowmaker. He makes widows, apparently. Another unique fight that requires some strategy. Then we're going to see if brute force will allow us to do anything. I don't know if it's gonna. And here's the big meaty himself. Didn't really get many of us here. Weirdly, he can't even hit any of us. There it is. Now, the trick with Thodes is you need to hit him in the eye. Or shoot him in the eye. Until you do that, you're going to do next to no damage. But I do wonder, can we punch him in the eye? Like, because we're about the same size as him. Maybe? Oh, looks like someone's managed to weaken him whilst I was chilling. There we go, we've actually got a squad over there doing absolutely nothing. It could even work in our advantage, seeing that they can't really do much. There it is, though. We're back on the minimal damage again. Because the Ossidons are so big, I'm struggling to get a shot on him. I almost want to whistle them away so I can get a look, because we're not going to do nothing otherwise. And every time I go to shoot him, he's like he knows. Oh, it don't matter. The damage is coming. Somebody hit him in the eye then. It looks like we're pretty much down to our melee. I think all the melees are dead now, and it's just the tanks. I could be wrong. Yeah, we're getting a lot more hits in quicker succession now. There it is. And he's dead. That's Thodes! At the cost of quite a few Ossidons, though. But he's done. He's out. Oof. The next one that I know is a definite death. There's no way. There's no way this next one we are winning anything. Alright, well, everyone say a prayer. There's no way. There's just no way. Oh, I see that life bar. Alright, roll in. Get to work. Flipping heck, the blockades. Come on. Nope, not again, not again. Oh. Oh, I can hear her. I can't see her. Oh, there she is. An absolutely lethal dirtbag. In what the hell has happened to the lighting in this arena, man? Oh, there we go. I don't even want to get close to that. Because I'll just get roared off. Yo, in fact, hold the phone. Doing more damage than I expected. We actually might do this. I thought this was definite categorical game. Just trying to keep back a little bit here, though, now. As we get into the last leg. Because I'm not looking too hot now. But the tanks are doing well. They're holding their own in there. And so they should. They got some seriously big health. Just about taking it down to the end. With us offering a bit of mate boost, keeping back. But I'm pretty sure all of our melee fighters died. But that is Natrix. Wow. Oh, let's go. I tell you what, if you beat Natrix, I'm amazed. If you don't know, the elements you get from this boss fight is phenomenal. I mean, it's still probably safer to do an element vein though, isn't it? But hey, bragging rights. Here we go. What you've all been waiting for. Hey, are these really the Titan killers that we've all dubbed them to be? Let's find out. Ho ho ho! I can do that too! What are all these doing? Nothing. In fact, do we even need them? Look at the damage. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that, mate. Look at the damage we're doing. Absolutely ruining it. Look how much... Oh my god! Little help? Where? What? Look at where the Icicles just launched me. Yo! Sent me all the way to the Aberration desert. What? What? How is that sort of thing, man? Oh, maybe not a good idea then to use these after all. What's happened to all the what's happened to them all? They're all just chilling. Yo, what's going on? Excuse the chilling pun. You might be wondering why the damage numbers are higher than with all the other bosses. I believe there's some form of a buff on Titans. And it might be a single player thing. I hope it's not. I want to, as best, emulate official because I want to like prepare myself for official. That's the idea. That's literally why I'm doing this. See if it's worth the effort in getting these prepared myself, right? Oh my god, what? Why? It's like a force field. Little word of the wise. Perhaps don't fight the Ice Titan with your supposed Titan killers. On the foot, on the foot, on the foot, on the foot. Doing phenomenal damage from me. What the hell? But I'm worried we're going to be sent to... What the 12k damage was that? Whatever that is, I'm very much liking it because it melted him. The Iceman cometh, the Iceman goeth. How are we going to perform against good old big man Treebeard Grooty? Let's see it. Roll out. Oh, that looks great, doesn't it? Look at that. Come on, then. Get stuck in. Big damage, big damage. Oh, that's a great start. Oh, big damage. But he's going to hurt back, no doubt. Oh, can I walk on his foot? Yo! I'm hugging Groot's feet! I'm hugging his foot! Oh my god. Quick, quick, quick. I can't move. Oh, he rooted me, but I didn't get dismounted. Well, that's interesting. Let's surf ride Ossidons to finish this dude off. Oh, that's fun. Oh! Down out. Love it. That was good fun. So yeah, this one, I've got no real idea. Ossidons can't fly. How can an Ossidon possibly kill this thing if it can't fly? I've got one trick up my sleeve, and if that works, then sweet. Apart from that, not a clue. Oh, here we go then. Wish us luck. Yeah! Let's go! Straight out of a kaiju film! Stay on, stay on, stay on, stay on, stay on! No! Screw you, man! Yeah, like, there's just no other way. I gotta just rinse and repeat. Get Kong. Get Metal Kong. And just hope for the best. Flip it now. Oh, oh. Before he flips me. Do some fantastic damage though. Just try not to get shocked. Riding it like Seabiscuit. God, that third clap is phenomenal. Holy crap. Oh my god, oh no, 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 if you get it out. Oh, he's doing so well. There it is, there it is. And he's done on out and down. Right in. This is where it ends. And all three Titans dead, surprisingly. So let's take on the big one. And here we go. The big man. The King Titan himself. Can it be done? Are these really the Titan killers we believed they were? Let's find out. And we're off, baby. Let's go. Get stuck in. So we've stuck with the 20. I'm thinking we might step it up, but I don't know. Oh, but that is doing some big damage. That's already our melee fighters probably already beaten before it's even begun. We really got to get stuck in. Oh, there we go. There's 2 already dead. Oh, wow. Oh, but damn. Our melee is phenomenal. Look at that. Right, get moving, get moving, get moving, get moving. Move out of the way. Oh, my God. Just get busy. Oh, the flames, bro. I thought I managed to avoid it. This time, double the Ossidon plus more. 50 of them. Let's see if these can do the job. Not bad. It looks amazing, though. That at the very least. Hey, yo. What's going on over here, man? Get stuck in, son. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Roll out. Oh, my God. Initial damage is something else. I'm noticing that not many of them are really doing much damage, which is a bit of a concern. I know we can if we get... Oh, there we go. He's taking him down, though. Move, 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 move. Right, let's see if we can just power through. Clap him into next week. And not worry about the element vein. This is going a lot better than the last time, that's for sure. Oh, and we pushed him out of his stage. That's good. That's good. That's good going. Just keep clapping. Just keep clapping. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Now I've got to try and ring them all in now. Oh, bloody hell. Everyone's on it for a little launch. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, so many deaths. Oh, my God. Oh, all the burning Ossidons. Oh, dude. Quick. Get stuck in. That next AoE is going to be coming any second. Stamina is really an issue. Oh, and there's the Uti gun. Oh, one more like that and I'm dead. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. Quick, 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 quick. Oh. But here comes the big one now, that's it. We've really got to step it up. Quick, 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 quick. Get it done. Oh, lock it in. 50 was the magic number. Only going to cost you like 1 million element shards. To clone the 50 that you need. Alright then, well, seeing that we did this, gotta be done, innit? Straight to it. Well, I think we all know how this is going to end, but 100 Ossidons versus Alfalfa King Titan. Oh, we have no hope. I think we're just going to whistle and watch this one because we know... Oh my God. There is no shot. Oh, the amount of them. Too many at the back there, running back for some reason. Anybody who ran in there and just got absolutely crushed. Squashed. Oh, they're all dead. Just getting stun locked into place. But the cavalry are coming. This looks amazing. But I don't expect much from them as they all jump in, pile on through the dusk to try and do some damage. Oh, that's gotta have stung. It stung my frames, that's for sure. Look at them. It's like that zombie film. Piling, jumping over each other, trying to get a leg in. Jeez. But there's no way. There's no way. They're surprisingly living for longer than I expected, though. I gotta say that. I thought that would have been dead by now. Oh! Oh, but bodies! Just taken down. Oh! Oh! The casualties. Oh, locked in. It's not great. Another one comes in. Oh, to get slapped next week. Flipping heck. There's nothing really that can be done. So many have died. Oh, there goes another one. We got a few around the back. A few on the left foot. One left on the right foot. His numbers are... Oh, no. Oh, the left foot comes out to take one to the cleaners. Oh. Turn to mush. Bro. What a way to go. Ah, that's it. I'll say goodnight. Oh, we're still going. Go on, son. But I don't think any number, any amount is going to do the job. Oh, they're just all getting squashed. King Titan, not even touched, not even phased. Oh my god. What is going on? A squad rolling out. Oh, Shahaka! And they're off. Maybe to get some work in. Unfortunately, somehow, we've had a bit of a gridlock. Oh, it didn't matter. Never mind. Just the destruction of Ossidons, this is. Well, as ever, courageous. Few are left standing. Let me sign it out there. And I guess, you know, Ossidon, it's definitely a powerful creature. Without doubt. No Titan Killer, though. Well, no King Titan Killer, at the very least. Megamech still comes in, as always. And oh, say goodnight. There it is. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, you know what to do. Comment below and all that jazz until the next one. My name's Raasclark. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And as always, oh, goodbye. Peace out.